Hey everyone, it's Kat and I'm back today for a project pan update. Now, I have finished my MAC project pan, hooray! I've traded in empties for 2 lipsticks and I'm actually going to carry over some products from that project into this one. One I'm returning to my project pan and I'm just adding in a few more because I was so close to finishing them that I'm like, I may as well keep going with them, even though Back to MAC is technically, the recycling program is still around, but the incentive, the exchange 6 items for a makeup product is no longer available. So anyway, I know that at the moment my channel has been very project pan heavy, but if I didn't do this now, it was going to be super late. But also I do have reviews coming up, like this eyeshadow palette review, which is the Wheat Belt palette from Geology Cosmetics. Very pretty. But that's like a 3 or 4 look review, so I'm only halfway through. So I've got reviews coming up. They're just taking days to do. This I can do a lot faster. Now, technically this is my 2-month update because I started my project pan in Feb. So I've still got a lot of progress that I'm happy with, but I'm going to be adding a lot in this time around because of the finishing up of the MAC one, and also just because I want to. As per usual, I'm going to be starting with the products I've used up and let you know what I'm bringing in to replace those. Then I might talk about just the random things I'm going to add in this time around, and then give you updates on things I've had in my project pan. All right, so this was predictable. In my last check-in, I was talking about my body lotion and how I didn't have much left, so I had it upside down and it was down to here. It's done. It's gone. Bye-bye. And I did already introduce my Derma B Daily Moisture Body Lotion as a preemptive body lotion because I knew that was going to be done. Now I'm going to tell you I have not used much of this. Oh, this brightness is killing me. It is down to here. Down to here. I forgot to use it. It was in my bathroom. I forgot about it. I finally moved it onto my bedside table. So hopefully before bed, I'll put this on my legs and I'll put it on my feet and my hands, and we'll try to get through some of this. But at the moment, it's not the best. I also used up my fragrance. This is the Escentric Molecules Escentric 04. I did mention last time that if I didn't use it up by this check-in, I was just going to spray it around my room and get rid of it. I didn't need to. I used it up quite a few weeks ago actually. So it was here. It's now completely gone. Goodbye. And I am going to add in a fragrance that was just like a handbag sort of car fragrance. I like the smell of this, but it literally dissipates within like 20 minutes. So it is by a brand, I don't know, because it's been in my handbag and it's been rubbing off. The brand has been rubbed off. I will have it on the screen and in the description box with all the other products, but it's a yuzu one. You know I love yuzu. The notes of this it's not just yuzu. It's yuzu and other stuff. I'll have it on the screen, but I like it. What I like about yuzu as a citrus scent and taste is that it's sharp, like grapefruit sharp, but it doesn't have that mucky. Some grapefruits can have like a really sort of like musky sweet scent to it, whereas this is just like sharp. It's almost like lemon and salt. It's just really like, I like it. There's something about it that makes me just want to eat it. So this has more stuff going on, but again, I sort of ignored that because it's not a full day's fragrance for me. If I want to go out and still have fragrance on me at the end of the day, it's not going to be this. But I have since put this in my bathroom, like my downstairs bathroom, and I can use it to either use it as a room spray, or if I'm just about to leave the house, I can just chuck it on or whatever. So I'm hoping I'm going to target this just because I don't use it nearly as much, and it is a very nice room spray. I used up my hair product. This is the 11 Australia Miracle Spray Hair Treatment. I didn't love this. I'll talk about it more in my empties, but it was introduced it here, down to there, and I used it up. Now what I'm going to introduce, and this is this is a product that I'm going to use up very quickly. It's the R & Co hair oil. So it's the two-way mirror smoothing oil. Now the only reason I'm targeting this is because there's very little left. Like there's little. I can't see exactly where it's up to because of the label, but I'm going to assume it's like here. I've got about 4 hair oils, and it's my one that I've used up the most. So I thought I may as well target it to get rid of it. I might have to mark it that way just so I can accurately see it. But you can see there's not much left. Very, very little. So yeah, that one's going in, and then hopefully it'll be done soon and I can add in another product. I used up something I added in only last month. This is from Innisfree. It is the Jeju Lava Seawater Eye Serum. Now, it was an airless pump, so the pump sat here and I used it all the way up. I used this on my face. It was quite a nice light sort of serum. I didn't hate it. It was nice sort of like during the day, nice and refreshing. But since it's an eye serum and I used it all over my face, eye area versus face area, I used it up very fast, which is fine because I didn't want it. And what I'm going to replace that with is the same deal. It is the Boost Lab Bioactive Eye Reset Serum for dark circles, wrinkles, lines, puffy eye bags, whatever. I don't use dedicated eye products, or I rarely do. And if I do, it's got to be a bloody good one for me to warrant doing like these ones. I much prefer to just use a serum all over, and if it's like safe enough for under my eyes, I'll just bring it all the way up. Or I get products like this and I end up just using them all over my face because I'm like, I can't be stuffed. And so that's what I'm doing with this. It is currently up to here. So even for a serum, this is a big serum. Like if you are going to use this just on your eyes, it's going to last you a lifetime because it is 30 mils. A 30 mil serum takes a while all over your face and your chest. So it's going to take me a while, but it is what I'm now focusing on. The last thing I've used up, so a lot of progress in the past month, is my lip gloss. This is the Sigma Hydrating Lip Gloss. Now, you could see that when I was introduced it was up to there, now down to here, and now right down to the very, very bottom. There's a little bit left, but I'm going to tell you what's left is not the most pleasant because this does have a little bit of glitter in it, and I found that at the very bottom it's like settling a lot of the chunks of glitter and it feels a bit gritty now. So when I do get it, which I can't even reach it, like I'd have to get another spatula to dig it out, smear it on the sides, and then pick it up with a wand. I put it on and it looks gritty and isn't nice. So I can't be bothered with that. This is officially done. And what I'm going to replace it with, this is actually fairly new, so I don't know why I had this in my pile of things to pan. I sort of feel like I should have been smarter and chosen something that's a bit older, but it's too late now. So I'm going to be introducing the Inoxa. This is the Tinted Lip Serum, and it's in the shade Jam Tart. It's very pretty, super easy to use on a daily basis. The lighting is killing me. I've got a lipstick on. I've got MAC Velvet Teddy, which I'll be adding in, but I'm going to put this over the top just to show you. It's just nice. Like you can put it over lipstick. It adds enough color on its own, like it's got a color. So this is the kind of thing that I would wear just every day, going to the shops, going to wherever. So that one's coming in. It is practically brand new. I think I only got it at the end of last year and I've only used it a handful of times, so I'm not even going to bother marking it because it's right up to the top, but we'll see how we go with that one. Oh, I forgot to mention that I also used up my cleansing oil. This is the Haruharu Wonder Black Rice Moisture Deep Cleansing Oil Unscented. I've used it up. I hate it. I don't like it. It stings my eyes. So mainly use this. I did use it on my face, but I also used it on my legs as a shaving oil. So that one's done. I'm not replacing it with another like makeup remover cleansing oil type product because I don't have any that I want to use up. So that one is done as well. Add that to the empties pile. Quite a lot of empties this month, which is good. I need to do an empties video soon. Note to self. All right, for stuff I'm adding in, there's a few things from MAC that I'll be carrying over from my MAC project pan into this one, and I'll talk about those first. And then I've got a surprise. a big surprise. This is going to be a game changer, guys. It's going to be a game changer. Anyway, this is the leftover Max Patrick powder. There is very little left. I depotted it so I could return the packaging. Oh my golly gosh. There is not much in there, so show it to you like this. There is not much in there. I'll take a photo of it, but I'm hoping that'll be done by next month because, yeah, it was a fairly big powder, but I use a lot of powders. It is what it is. In this Haruharu bottle is actually MAC Fix Plus. So it's going to look so weird because I project panned this Haruharu finishing spray. So it was up to here when I introduced it like last year when I was panning this. And now that's exactly where my MAC Fix Plus is sitting. So I'm going to mark it this side. And I'm going to try to use this up because it's just sort of leftover MAC Fix Plus in a much superior bottle. I don't know if I should remove that. Maybe I'll remove that so it's not so distracting. It's just nail polish, so I'll get nail polish remover and give it a wipe, and then you get it. You know what I mean. I'm also bringing back into my project. This was in my project last year. Yes, last year, and I love it. I'm wearing it today and I love it. It's my baby and I don't want to see it go, but I also want to use it before it is too old. So my MAC Stereo Rose, oh, I love it. It is the best shimmery blush. So I use it as like a blush highlighter in one. It gives the skin just this beautiful glow and a bit of like peachy color, pink color. I love it. So you can see that I've got some good pan on it because I've been using it all year. And I did have it in my project pan at the end of last year, but I swapped it out into my MAC project pan this year because it's a MAC product, but it's coming back in and I want that done. Again, not because I want it gone, just because I don't want it. It's so old that it will break my heart if it goes bad and starts smelling funny or doing something weird, and I didn't get to use it up. So that's why I'm giving it all the love it deserves. Last two MAC things are my lipsticks. So I've got Velvet Teddy and I've got Lady Danger. Now I did get new versions of these because they're my two favorite MAC lipsticks, my favorite nude, my favorite red. So I decided to get backups of them when I did my back to MAC project. So they're the two lipsticks I picked up. So I'm just going to continue using these because I have fresh, brand new, unopened ones. So why not? So I'm going to keep wearing the nude and keep wearing the red and keep living my best life with them. And I love them and they're great. So happy to see them in this project. Before I get on to the updates of the other products, I want to add in something that, like I said, it's going to be a game changer. It is, and let me know if I should do, I don't think I should do it as a separate video idea, but I'm going to add in a palette. Pan that palette, baby. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Sunset Stripped. I got this last year and I did not love it. I loved a couple of shades. I really love this. It's like a purple with a gold bronzy shift to it. So it's such a beautiful shade. Such a beautiful shade. I love it. Such a nice everyday color because it's got this sort of cool base but a warm sheen. All right, let's get in there. So purpley base, gold warm shift. It's the most beautiful, neutral, sparkly, twinkly princess everyday eye. I love it. So I love that shade. I love this bronze. I like the mattes around it, but overall this palette I didn't love, and I did say that I wanted to try to pan it this year, and here we are. Yes, it might be April, but we are finally looking at panning this. I realistically only want to pan a few shades, and then once I'm done with them, unless I've totally changed my mind about this palette and I'm like, actually, it's pretty good, I'm going to get rid of it. So really only this one, and a couple of mattes I really want to see done, like completely finished, and then I'm happy to see this palette go because I did not love it. So I'm going to take a photo of that and I'm going to keep progress shots, and we're going to just see how much usage I get throughout the month. It's also going to be fun because I've been mainly using singles through my MAC project pan. So it'd be nice to get back into using a palette. Well, unless I break it and throw it on the floor. All right, let's talk about progress. I've got some progress on the other products, especially base products. Oh my golly. Winky Luxe powder. Now I have introduced a MAC Patrick's powder, but check out this baby. So huge pan, I'm wearing it today, huge pan. I'll have a photo on the screen where I was up to last check-in. This bit here just crumbled off today, which is why it looks a bit brighter. And that just is going to keep happening, this ring, like unless I repress it, which I might, yeah, this will be gone next month for sure. My foundations, guys, golly gee whiz, these foundations are almost done. I'm storing them upside down so I can actually access the product. I've got a mix of them on my face today, but this one in particular, the dark shade, look, hang on, let's zoom. Can you see that there's like nothing in there? There's just little bits on the side. So I have been like tapping this out on my hand, not using the dropper because that is useless now. I'm just trying to shake it out. This lighter shade has slightly more, it sort of sits there. So there's a little bit more here. But when I first introduced them, they were up to there, then they were down to there. Now this one is like nothing, and this one is close to being done. So these will definitely be done by next check-in. They will probably be done by next week. The only reason I'm not introducing something else is because I don't know what to target next. So I'm going to have these done. I'm going to spend a couple of weeks trying different foundations that I'm happy to use on a daily basis, and then I will introduce a new one next month. Also, I've got 2 concealers. Let's talk about one of them now. I've got 2 concealers, and I sort of I've been trying to use this one up as a foundation as well. So when I'm not using those as a foundation, I'm sort of using this, and I'm using them as a combo today. Now, this is the Maybelline Superstay Active Wear. These were the L'Oreal True Match Nude Plumping Tinted Serums. I have a review where I'm not saying great things about that. Anyway, this was up to there when it settled. I've taken the stopper out. Now it is way lower. If I hold it up to the light, I did do this before. Wait, where's my phone? When I hold this up to the light, it is literally down the very bottom. I don't know how I'm going to get that out. I think a lot of it is just sort of gathered on the sides because it doesn't have the stopper. It's really messy. So there's a lot gathering on the sides, but there is not much in here. This one I'm going to try to use up sort of as a foundation. And I'm hoping by the end of the, by next month, all of these will be scraped out clean and can go away and leave me alone. Another one that will likely can go away and leave me alone. I don't even know what this is called. No, I do. It's the Maybelline Perfecta 4-in-1 Glow Makeup in the shade 01 Light. I use this sort of mixed with those foundations or underneath them, generally mixed, to add a little bit of luminosity to them. So I introduced this last month. It was down to there. So this is again an airless pump. You twist it and the platform goes down. The platform was up here and now it's down there. Look how crazy that progress is. So platform was up to there and now I've used up down to here. There's barely any left. So again, another base product that should be easily done next month, which I'm very happy about. Once all that's done, I'm going to focus a bit more on my NARS concealer. This is the Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Custard. It's too dark for me. But I've been sort of using it. I might have to mix it with something lighter. I might actually, I've got a foundation in mind that I can probably mix this with and use them up in winter, which will be coming up. So I did take a photo of this. I thought I was going to hit pan this month, but I've been focusing more on those, and so I haven't, but I'm close to it. So this is, yeah, not as good progress as the others, but I can't wear every single thing every day. Highlighter, I am so tempted to just be like, see you later. I think because the blush that I'm using, so the Mineralized Skin Finish in Stereo Rose is like a blush and highlighter in one. I don't use highlighter and I neglect this. I have used it a couple of times and it's starting to crumble. So this is my Dior highlighter. I might repress this in the center and get a bit of, yeah, I might repress this and this, but take photos before I do, so I sort of know where they're at and then take photos afterwards as well. But yeah, I think compared to last month, this is getting a little bit bigger just because it's starting to crumble as I use it, but I think I've only used it like 4 times, if that. I've used it as an eyeshadow a couple of times, but I'm just getting a bit sick of it. So yeah, we'll have to keep trying. With my bronzer, Too Faced, this is the Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I'm not loving this. I have a little bit of pan It's not so much because I deserve the pan. It's because my kid took a bite. I think you did that last month, so you could have seen it. But there was a little dot that sort of hit the pan, or a little hole that it made. And I've now hit pan on that hole, and I'm just trying to like extend that hole. Problem is I don't wear bronzer these days on a daily basis. I think a lot of my foundations are too dark for me. So when I wear bronzer, my face looks really dark and my neck and my rest of my body looks really pale. So I've actually just ignored bronzer and just gone blush. I think it's just suiting my skin tone a bit better. But I'm going to keep this in because I have used up one of these before. I know I can do it. It's just not something that I really enjoy at the moment. I'm hoping I'll come back around to it because I used to use a lot of bronzer. So we'll see. Nabla Serial Liner. I've decided I'm just going to get rid of this. I have not used it at all in the past month. I have, in my opinion, better, fresher, newer liquid eyeliners, and I'm just not using like liquid eyeliners. If I'm going to use eyeliner, it's been a pencil, it's been a bit smudgy, it's been a bit rushed, it's a bit lived in. This sort of crisp black line I don't really go for, and if I do, I prefer a gel because they last better on me. So I'm actually going to put this in the bin. I do have 2 other liners in this project, so I don't feel the need to replace that with anything. I think I've seen some good progress on my Revlon Color Stay. This is the bronze eyeliner. I've used this a lot. I've used this sort of like a smudgy eyeliner. Yeah, it's an eyeliner. Like a hybrid eyeliner and stick eyeshadow. I sort of put it in the outer corner, put it on my lash line, waterline, on my lower lash line, sort of rub it along. So I use a fair amount of it. Now, I don't remember what my last photo check-in progress was up to, but I know it's much more than this. And that's how much I have left. I've been using this. I didn't think I was going to use this. And this is not broken. Oh no, I've been using it. So I'll have the progress on the screen. This will be done by next check-in, which is great because this year I do want to target my random eye serums and also my eye pencils because I have a lot of them and I don't use them enough. With my LH Cosmetics, this is the Vega Flash. I am using it today on my waterline and my tight line, and it's not the best on my waterline. It takes a bit of work to get on there, which is why I don't wear this as much as the other one. But I do like the color. It's a nice sort of shimmery, olivey, dark color, which is really pretty. And I know I have sharpened it once or twice, so I'll have progress on the screen. My brow pomade, which has been going since my last year's project pan. Look, I don't know. I'll have a photo on the screen. I've been using it, but I think I've been tackling some of the top of it rather than making the bottom bigger. So I don't know if you're going to see much progress, but I use it. These things last forever. Not quite. They last a year to 2 years, and I'm sort of halfway through it, and it's just tedious, but I use it every day. Another thing I use every day if I'm wearing eyeshadow is my eyeshadow primer. This is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I weighed this. I don't know what it's up to now. I don't know the last weight. I'll have them on the screen. You can judge how I'm going with this. I feel like it's never bloody ending. Another thing that's never ending is the never ending story. Not quite. Is the Rimmel Kind and Free Mascara. I'm wearing it today. It is getting very dry, and I'm starting to do these ones to get it like happening. I think this is my last month with it. I was contemplating getting rid of it and introducing something new, but I can see a lot of product on the wand, so it's still got a few weeks to go. And also I need to figure out what I want to replace it with, which I don't know just yet. So this is going to keep going. Weights on the screen. I use it practically every day, so hopefully there is some progress. Last 2 things to talk about are things that I pulled out of my shower. There's progress here, but not heaps. As a background, what I did in the last month was I painted some tiles in my shower. We had an ugly sort of feature wall of purple tiles. So I painted them, and I painted the one in our ensuite, which is my main shower that I use. And it took about a week of like a few coats and then drying and then and having time to do it around kids and whatever. So about a week and a half, I didn't use that shower, and it meant that all the stuff in there I didn't use either. So this is my Soul body wash. I made less progress in this last month than the month before, but not by much. It's just a smidge less progress, and the progress lost was the painting. So I'm going to keep going with this. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Something I do love is my Bye Bye Blemish Vita Tox Brightening Bubble Cleanser by the brand Some By Me. I would repurchase this. I think this is a great cleanser. And even though I'm not using it in the standard way, which is to put on dry skin and let it create like a bubble mask that you wash off, I just use this as a normal cleanser in the shower. When I introduced it in Feb, it was up to there March, and now it's down to here. So I'm making the same amount of progress. Again, this was in the shower that I didn't use for a week and a half, but I use the smallest amount because it's very thick, and you rub it together. It makes like this beautiful, almost like shaving cream lather in the shower. I love it. It smells citrusy. I love it. It's so refreshing and zingy. Great for the morning. I love it. So it makes me feel nice and clean. I would totally repurchase this. But it also means that I'm happy that it's going slow, because if this lasts me a year, awesome. Awesome. I'm fine with that. It's cool. I love it. Keep going, you beautiful little thing. I love you. I think that's everything. That is big updates, big stuff happening, lots of products being used up. I did mention in my last check-in that I was getting a bit sick of the makeup, and I was talking to my friend Madeline about it. She watches my videos. Hi, Madeline. And she was like, just do, like, you don't need to focus essentially on so much on project panning if you're getting bored of it and it's uninspiring. And one thing I sort of came to the realization of was, with my current lifestyle, with having a 5-month-old baby and a kid that's about to turn 3 and lots of stuff going on, I can't play with makeup like this every day. I just do not have the time. I do not have the time. So I love having a Project Pan box of products that if my kids are playing in the bedroom and, you know, whatever, I'll sit down while they're playing and I'll just like quickly chuck on a bit of a face, or if they're napping, chuck on a bit of a face. I like having a capsule of makeup that I can go to every day, and that's why I'm seeing such good results. But with that, it means I'm not allowing myself the time to like play and experiment, or not very often. And that is what I miss. But it's also just, it's very hard to do these days. So yeah, I'm seeing great progress with my Project Pan, but I'm also incorporating a bit more so I can play with palettes every day, and I can, you know, whatever. So it's that balance as a parent. Very hard. It's hard. Anyway, I'm going to get going. I'm going to take some progress photos of these, and I will see you hopefully for this review. Yeah, colored makeup. It's actually coming on this channel. You heard it here first. All the products I mentioned will be in the description box. Let me know how you're going with panning this month. Are you enjoying it? Are you hating it? Are you... whatever. Tell me all about it. I would love to hear your progress and thoughts and opinions. So I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.